Good evening everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shashi Education Foundation Care. Today I teach you about the Lorentz number in semiconductor physics because in PhD is given the semiconductor physics topic which can't be completed up till now. So is that semiconductor physics. I teach you about the Lorentz number today. Today's topic these are. Okay, what is Lorentz number definition? I think I teach you Lorentz number definition in previous video. Sorry, not from Lorentz number. Not from Lorentz number. I teach you on the previous video. I forgot it. Lorentz number is I teach you. Lorentz number and also then after I teach you related to the merits of classification of electron theory and then drawbacks also and drawbacks up till the drawbacks I teach you. But in this, I again started the Lorentz number first. Today's topics these are. Lorentz number. Well, first, good evening everyone. My name is Akshay Deve. Welcome to my YouTube channel Shashi Education Foundation Care. I am an electronics telecommunication engineer. We run in previous days the semiconductor physics, so that's in semiconductor physics I have to cover whole in this month at the last of October. So the Lorentz numbers left and merits of today I teach you merits of classical merits of classical electron theory. Again, this is the upper in these topics I give you the upper revision. Okay. Then drawbacks of classical of classical drawbacks of classical electron theory. So classical free electron theory. Drawbacks of classical free electron theory. Up till here the drawbacks and the merits give the upper to say the upper revision. Okay, upper means to say not in deep I teach you normally the upper if you wanna have to need to learn in deep then go on my previous video related to semiconductor physics 8, okay, on my YouTube channel. So from this I tell you about the upper side. Then I teach you about the quantum theory. Yes, the quantum theory we are gonna start it today. Okay. Quantum theory we are gonna start it today. Then I teach you about the Fermi Dirac distribution function. Distribution function. Inside semiconductor physics, all this whatever I teach you up till now, those are belongs to the how to say, those are belongs to the upper side, and those are belongs to the related to conducting materials, not related to semiconductor. But if we want to learn what is a semiconductor, their properties, their bonds, so we have to learn in deep. It's through conductor side and the dielectric insulator side. So that's why I started the from the conductor side. So what I learn in engineering, I teach you here. Okay. Now let's move on. Now what is Lorentz number? Eh? The Lorentz number is the ratio of thermal conductivity of metal. The ratio of thermal conductivity of metal, ratio of thermal conductivity of metal, and the ratio of and the ratio of the absolute temperature. Of absolute temperature is constant, absolute temperature which is constant, absolute temperature okay, the absolute temperature T, okay, which is of the metal, which is constant, which is constant, okay. Which is the L equals to K by thermal conductivity. The ratio of thermal conductivity, this is K denotes thermal conductivity of metal, and the ratio of absolute temperature of the metal, which is denoted by conductivity sign. Okay. Now this is the thermal conductivity, whatever what we say is what is thermal conductivity. If someone asks you related to thermal conductivity, you have to see it and inside this, because the so inside the what is Lorentz number? Because inside Lorentz number, remember this always key. The two things are much more important. One is thermal conductivity, and another one is the absolute temperature of the the absolute temperature of the metal, which is called the, both are belongs to any kind of metal, any kind of metal, okay, both are belongs to any kind of metal, okay. Now let's see, both belongs to any kind of any kind of metal. So that's why K is thermal conductivity, and the absolute temperature sign is the conductivity sign here. But remember this is also known as the rho. In physics we say this is also known as the rho. Remember this. Also known as rho symbol. It's rho symbol. Okay, in physics. In electrical physics, electronic physics, this is also known as rho symbol. Okay. Now let's move on further. Here clear about the Lorentz number. Now let's move on further. Merits of classical free electron theory. Okay, there are some merits related to free electron theory. First, for verifying Ohm's law. For verifying the Ohm's law. Second, the second is electrical and thermal conductivity of any metal easily explain this theory. Easily explain in this theory. Easily explain in this theory. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Remember this. This is verifying. This is this was used for verifying Ohm's law, and inside this theory, electrical thermal conductivity of any metal explain in this theory. Okay. Used for driving Weidmann. As I teach you in the previous classes, what is the Weidmann-Fens law? Okay, so use for driving Weidmann-Fens law. Okay, and the fourth is these are the advantages and the merits related to classical free electron theory. Okay, remember this. These are the merits and advantages related to classical free electron theory. And the last one this theory helps to explain the properties of properties of explain the optical properties. Explain the optical properties of metal. The here see optical properties of metal. Okay, these are the 4 points you have to remember. Okay, now let's see. And let's come back again science semiconductor physics. Merits related to the merits of classical free electron theory. This is the advantage means to say this is used for verifying Ohm's law. First point. Second, electric and thermal conductivity of any metal is explained with this theory easily. Okay. Use for driving Weidmann-French law. This is used for driving also Weidmann-French law. This theory helps to explain the optical properties of metal. The fourth point. Okay. Now let's move on further. Demerits. Okay. Now what are the demerits related to this theory? First, this theory is macroscopic. Macroscopic theory means macroscopic theory means to say if you know about the macro and micro. Macro means big. It is a big theory, not, and micro means small. It is not a small theory. Macro means if you have to states related to microscopes and you wanna see the atoms, the molecules according to this particular theory related to classical field electron theory. Okay, so you find it you can't see the atoms and molecules inside the microscope according to this theory classical free electron theory, because it is a macroscopic theory, not microscopic theory. Now comes to a second point. All free electrons absorb energy. This is the second demerit. Okay. Can't explain Compton effect. Can't explain quantum effect. Photomagnetic effect. Photoelectric effect, not photomagnetic. Photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. And paramagnetism. Magnetism. Ferromagnetism. Now comes the fourth point. theoretical and experimental comparison, experimental comparison can't match related to heat, can't match related to heat and electronic specific heat. Means to say, according to this theory, if you see the results theoretically and practically, both are different. According to this theory and according to fourth point of this theory, now this is the upper side. Now comes to the quantum theory. Okay. Comes to the quantum theory. Okay. Now let's move on the quantum theory. Now let's see it here. In the quantum theory, electrons and thermoconductivity are well explained. First point, and the second point is all particles are rest means electrons. All of them should be filled. All of them should be filled only in the ground state energy level. Only in the ground state energy level. Now this is the upper side is up till the quantum theory. Now let's move on the Fermi-Dirac distribution energy function. Okay. Today's lecture is ended here because a few weeks I can't give the lecture because since past 2 weeks. But please like, share, and subscribe my channel. It motivates me to make more and more educated videos. Tomorrow I teach you about the Fermi-Dirac energy. Also I teach you about the ISRO 2018 19 exam papers with solution. This is the main topic of tomorrow. Also first is the Fermi-Dirac energy level, Fermi-Dirac energy distribution level, Second is ISRO 2018-2019 exam paper with solution, also with pattern. Soon I took the GATE 2019-18 paper exam paper related to electronics telecommunication engineers. So these are two main topics for tomorrow. Okay, remember this. Now let's move on. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, Shashi Education Foundation. This is the free education channel to any kind of people, those who need to learn inside the electronic telecommunication deep. So please like, share, subscribe my channel. My name is Akshay Dave, and remember this. Inside the ISR 2018-2019, first I took electrical. Inside this and electronics. Inside electric, I took the circuit theory or transmission, and also circuit theory, circuit analysis, and transmission lines also. Transmission lines also. And inside electronics, I took semiconductor physics, plus analog electronics, plus digital electronics, and then after digital electronics there is one more subject, linear integrated circuit. Well, both are counted in the same linear integrated circuit. After the completion of these two electrical electronics, I came next day. So, and also in electronics, when I took the data electronics partially, I took also the micro inside ISRO exam, inside ISRO previous year papers. After completion of all these, then I took the further subjects, like the further subjects is like the antenna is completed, circuit theory is completed inside there, and inside there I took there is one more subject, EMR, EMF, EMR, EMR, electronic electric medical addition. This subject is counting both electrical and electronic. So counting both electronic. Then after completion of EMR, then उसके बाद क्या EMR के बाद क्या पॉकेटेड EMR के बाद क्या, there is one more subject. Up till EMR, I took I carried these subjects up till 3 days. Is to complete the whole ISRO paper, is to segregate the topics. Then I give the solution. Also, when I come to EMR, control of power is also remaining. Control and power is also remaining. Remember this. Please like, share, subscribe my channel. My Shashi Education Foundation. This is for the free education related to the any kind of person, whether it is the financially poor, whether it is the financially poor or not, any kind of person. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe my channel. EMR, the control system, the power system, control electronics, power electronics. Then there is one more subject, matter science. Matter science came in the semiconductor physics. So we can't count the matter science also. Then after EMI, I took the 3 days. Then after EMR, I took m- m- my microwave, radar and radio frequency, and radio frequency. These are coming in the telecommunication. CO. These are came in the telecommunication. Communication. Yeah. Telecommunication. Okay. Then microwave radar and radar and radio navigation. Then after there is telecom switching, which is the basic of communication physics. Telecom switching, telecom and switching. Then after telecom and switching, these are the main sets. Then after telecom switching, there is one more subject in wireless and mobile communication. No. Then after communication, communication, communication physics, means communication engineering. Inside communication engineering, there are two analog, then digital. Analog and digital. So we took first analog, then digital. Okay. Now, so they are the communication engineering. So I segregate every subject. Then I teach you inside the IS or exam. So after 3 subjects up to EMR, and this there is one more inside the electrical. Inside the electrical, there is one more instrumentation engineering. Instrumentation. There are lots of questions came from instrumentation also, and the students are confused. How could we handle the instrumentation? Remember this. Instrumentation also came in the electrical and electronic both were inside the electronics and telecommunication engineering. Instrumentation came in core electric and electronic both. So, but inside ET, core electronic instrumentation. Okay, but instrumentation count electrical. Then after communication engineering, there is a signal processing. All these there is signal processing. There is a signal processing. Signal processing. Processing. Inside signal processing, digital, sorry, analog and digital. Analog and digital. Both are different. But remember this, I tell you one thing, if you can't learn inside the engineering, I tell you, if you can't learn telecommunication and switching and can't understand telecommunication switching engineering, then you can't understand the communication engineering. If you can't understand the communication engineering, then you can't understand the signal processing. And if you can't understand the signal processing, then you can't understand then you can't understand the microwave. then you can't understand the EMR also. Electromagnetic radiation, then you can't understand before microwave the EMR scheme. Remember this. If you can't understand the microwave, then start signal processing. Then if you can't understand the microwave, then you can't understand there's one more subject forgot it. Wireless and mobile communication. Wireless and mobile communication. Mobile communication. And remember this: if you can't understand the electrical and electronic, then you can't. Sorry, not ET. Small t means to say electronic, not capital T. Then you can't understand the all these subjects inside the electronic telecommunication. So we start from the basics, and then we do up till 3 days. We took EMR. Then we go further. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel Shashi Education Foundation Care. My name is Akshay Dave, and I am an electronic telecommunication engineer. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. The like, share, and subscribe motivates us is to make more and more education videos. Good night, good evening, namaste, bye.